This is Circus Fit. I am Carrie, and we're going to do our super short, as efficient as possible, general warm-up for the body. So let's start with our feet a little bit wider than hip width. Bend the knees and take your hips in a circle. Super easy. Most anybody can do this part, at least. Go the other way. If you're in a cold climate, of course, you should do a little like running in place or something to get your body really warm even before you do this. If you're in a warm climate like I am, you can kind of just start with this stuff. Now take your arms out to the side and make your kind of rainbow arms up and over. So try not to go into this kind of like stiff kind of thing like this. Straighten out and get really long as you do it. So we don't want to waste any time with an efficient warm-up, right? We're going to go right into an efficient stretch, getting into the side body. Now bend your knees again, keep your hips nice and square, and reach into a twist. So like you're poking somebody behind you. My belly button's pulled in and I'm trying to resist the twist with my hips. So I'm trying not to let my hips come with me, which isn't a bad thing, but it's not what I'm doing. So I'm warming up an active twist, warming up my lower back, my middle back. And now do the same thing and touch your opposite shoulder and starting to warm up into the pec. So if you have super tight muscles in your shoulders, go a little more gently with this. And you can even bend your elbow and make your cactus. I prefer a straight elbow, it feels really good. Bend your knees again, and then go around in a circle one more time. See if you can get a little bit deeper. So make your hips really stick out to one side. For me, I feel it all through my hips when I do this. And go the other way. You can even take it a little bit more under your torso if that's feeling good for you to get some more warm up in here. Bring your feet underneath your hips, swim forward. So we're trying to work the range of motion here. My ribs are coming along with me. So I'm not trying to like keep everything tight. My ribs are allowed to come along with me, and my legs, my knees are bent, my hips are holding me stable, and now go backwards, swim backwards. And you can play with a little internal rotation and external rotation with your shoulders, just as a little warm-up. It's a safe place to explore rotation. Now take both arms up, inhale, exhale, bend your knees and drop your arms forward in circles. Woo! So you can do this, you can lift your heels and find a little woo suspension at the top. And if you want more, you can do some little jumps here. Come up to the top, lift your heels, find a little balance, and then go backwards. Same thing, you can lift your heels at the top, try and find a little hollow body balance, pushing your hips forward, not sticking your butt out. And if you want, you can take a few jumps here. Let's do 3 more, 2 more, 1 more, whoo. Take your arms over your head, hold your elbows, and just take a little side to side. Elbows reaching up and back, getting an opening through the armpits, lengthening through the ribs, lift the ribs up. Doesn't it feel good? Woo. Bring it down. Bring your legs nice and wide, and just take a little lunge side to side. So we've warmed up enough in the upper body to, as general, not enough for anything, but super, super general. And now we're just taking a little bit into the groin, because the groin is a really easy place to hurt, to injure. Bending one knee and the other, toes are forward, knees are over the toes. Now same thing, turn your toes out and take a little side to side. So if you're flexible, you can go into this, all the way into this spider lunge. And you can do a lot of these if it feels good. I like to kind of do a little more, maybe 10 on each side or so. And then bring your toes forward and give a little wide leg forward fold stretch here. And you can bend and straighten your knees. Maybe bring your hips around in a circle. Get into that groin. And now do the same thing with your toes out and come into like a squat. So your squat might be more like this, or you might be a little bit lower in this kind of goddess squat, and just kind of breathe a little bit into here. You can rock around. Maybe you even want to bring your hips up and around, in and out of it. Sometimes, especially if you're cold or in a cold climate, more movement in the beginning is better, and then going into static stretches. Most of the time, that's the case. Last thing here. bring your feet together or almost together. If you can bring them together, that's great. And we'll just do some lift the heels, stretch the feet, bend your knees into a tuck position, pull your belly in, and then straightening. So just bending and straightening. You can do this as many times as you want. You can find a balance in the bend too if you want. Shake it out, maybe do some, hello everybody, I'm giving you really positive energy from my hands and warming up my hand muscles at the same time. So that's efficiency. Woo woo. All right, hopefully you're somewhat warm. You might want to spend another, I don't know, 5 minutes to 40 minutes doing whatever you do for your own personal practice, but for now at least you're pretty safe to do general movement in your body. So you have a wonderful day.